Hello everyone on YouTube. Welcome back to this episode of In the Garage. We're going to take a break from the garden for a minute and get this wreck of a garage cleaned back up. Nothing super interesting, just something to upload and keep the channel going. So y'all just hang out and we're going to see if we can get this mess straightened up. Get a bunch of this stuff that I've been using during the garden makeover series of videos out of the way. Getting pretty hard to walk around in here, tripping over things, and I really don't want, the more stuff that gets piled up in the easier it is for stuff to fall and end up scratching, the truck, and really don't want that to happen. That would be quite aggravating, to say the least. So we're gonna get some of this stuff up out of the way, and in the future, I'm gonna be uploading a video on the truck. I've never really focused on talking too much about the truck. I know we did a video on buffing the fender out on it, but really haven't talked too much about it. So we'll do a front to back video and a little bit of history on it. I wasn't doing YouTube when I first started building this truck. I really regret that. I wish I had have. It would have made a lot of good quality content, and I missed out on that. But maybe in time another project will come rolling up the road, and we may take you through that journey. But for now, we got to get some of this crap cleaned up and out of the way, so we don't make a mess and mess some paint up. This crap has needed to be cleaned up for some time now. These sawhorses I built back when I started on that truck, and I really don't use them anymore. And over the years, they have they've gotten real loose and not really good for too much. So I may just take them out to the burn pile and get rid of them. I mean, if I really need any more, I can just build some more. But I believe I'll just get rid of them. I'll keep that. Uh-oh, looks like I got a flat tire on my lawnmower. Oh, that sucks. throw this tarp. I have a slight leak in the storage building. So I'm going to throw that tarp over the top of all those tools. Just try to keep them from getting all rusty and everything. Sometimes I get so caught up in what I'm doing that I get a bunch of tools out and don't put them up. I don't have a whole lot of free time. Let's do this a different way. So I try to fit as much work in while I have the time as I can, and sometimes I view putting tools up as time I could be spending trying to finish up a project. And but usually what happens is I need to find something, or I need to do working on something else, and I come out here and I get so discouraged because of the mess that I've left the garage in that I just really don't feel like fooling with anything. And so I like to take a day and blade got bent. I like to take a day and sort of clean things up, and it's easier to, I guess, you hear women talk about a clean kitchen. A lot of women, my wife included, she doesn't like to do much of anything in the kitchen until the kitchen is clean. And I can understand that, because I don't really like doing a whole lot of nothing in the garage unless the garage is clean. So that's what we're going to do today. I've got all of these inserts that I really need to put somewhere. That looks like a fantastic place to me. Get all this up here out of the way. Garbage stuff all goes back here. It also seems like no matter how big your garage is, you never have enough room, you never have enough space. You always end up filling it with something. It just seems to work out that way. Just a side note, anyone who does any stainless or aluminum polish, that stuff right there, New Bright, works really, really well. You can use it with a buffer, you can use it by hand. Just a little free tidbit of information there for you. I do tend to polish a lot of stainless and a lot of aluminum. It works on chrome, even though it's not the best in the world. It does work. Show you guys real quick if I can find it. I may not be able to find it. Here, what I use for chrome. Not a huge Mother's fan. A lot of it to me is hype for somebody who works, a lot on paint and body work and polishing and detailing and all that stuff. It's some of their products are, in my opinion, they're a little bit overrated. But this Mother's chrome polish I really like the way it goes on. It does a fantastic job of polishing chrome. It goes on, obviously goes on wet, and it'll dry to a white powdery color when it's ready to come off. And it comes off really, really, really easy. No residue at all. Really like it. So anytime I go to a show, you saw my little box I picked up over there, I take that to the show with me, and that's got usually my main products that I use. Really like it, works good, and it gives a slick finish also that keeps bugs from sticking so easy. So little added benefit there. All right. Bought myself a level the other day. Believe it or not, well, I think I mentioned in my last video, I don't do woodwork. I'm not a carpenter. I have helped my brother-in-law, my sister and brother-in-law build and sell houses. So I've helped them when they get in a jam, frame one in or do some roofing, but sort of like laying brick and block. I mentioned in one of my garden series videos, last time I had laid block, I was a sophomore in high school, and I laid just enough of it to figure out that's not what I wanted to do for a living. Absolutely not what I wanted to do for a living. So I sort of stayed away from it. Oh, this place is such a wreck. We've also got some company coming next week. Full disclosure, that's one of the reasons I'm out here cleaning all this stuff up. So that it doesn't look so horrible when they get here. But yeah, we want it to be somewhat presentable. That way they don't think we're raised in a pig pen. Oink oink. Move move. Also, I'm going to be rambling a lot, you know, as I come across tools and stuff like that. Anyone who knows me knows that I'm very much into tools, love tools. I had a Craftsman 5-gallon, I believe, maybe a 10-gallon. It was 10-gallon, 5 horsepower shop vac that I had for years and years. If I had to guess, probably 10, 11 years. And you know, like most of us out there anyway, I'm certainly guilty. You know, when you first get something, really take care of it. You take care of it really well. You want it to last forever, and through the years, some of that maintenance tends to slip away. Then it becomes, you know, so such bad shape you don't even bother fooling with it, and then you just let it die, and you'll replace it when it tears up. Well, that's what I did. But I bought this shop vac. It's a Stanley shop vac, 10 gallon, what is it, 10 gallon, 5.5 horsepower. I bought this thing off of eBay for $54, I believe, about 2 years ago. And man, I can't say enough about it. Fantastic shop vac, a lot of power. It's 12 gallon, 5.5 horsepower, 18 amps, I believe is what it draws. It draws a lot of amperage, but absolutely fantastic shop vac. I use a shop vac all the time. Virtually every day that I'm in the garage, I use a shop vac rather than sweep. And it's really based on my truck being in the garage. I don't want to stir up a whole lot of dust because it gets all over, you know, the truck, and it's really hard to clean, and just, you know, black paint is about impossible to keep up, and when I sweep or blow out, you know, most all that stuff ends up right back on the truck. So I like using a shop vac. It simplifies things a whole lot. What a mess, guys. What a mess. You would think, with my upbringing, I would be better at putting things up when I got through with them. My dad, well, my mom and dad both, pretty much zero tolerance type folks. And my dad was very, very adamant. If you get it out, put it back up. Well, it stuck a little bit. Eventually, I put it up after I get it out. But this is my garage, not my dad's. But I have to smile. I have to smile when I think back on that. Seems like so many years ago. Seems like forever. Screwdrivers in here. Precision measuring instruments. This drawer. But it's funny though, it seems like, speaking of my mom and dad, it seems like as my parents have aged, they sort of switched places. My mom used to be the calm, cool, and collected one, and my dad was super hot-headed. And now it's completely different. Well, my mom's got a mean streak a mile wide. She can cut you to the bone and smile at you the whole time she's doing it. That is an art that she has fully mastered. And my dad is super laid back. If y'all are wondering what I'm looking at, I got a hornet up there buzzing around one of my lights who's got my attention. He looks awfully pissed off. And maybe he'll leave us alone. That light ought to keep him occupied for a while anyway. Alright guys, I think I've done enough cleaning for now. It's probably, looks like it's going on about 9 o'clock, so we're going to call it a day. But just a reminder, here before long, I'm going to be doing a video on the old truck from bumper to bumper, and give you a rundown on where it was, where it's at now, and what it took to get it there. But thanks for watching. I know it wasn't super quality content, but I figured I'd bring you along on the garage cleanup real quick. We halfway cleaned it up. We still got some work to do, but it's super humid out here, getting late. Go in here and spend a few minutes with the wife. But if you haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe, hit that bell, and be looking for more videos to come out on the garden remodel. I think we're on number 4, so stay tuned for those.